Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. You know who I am, and I hate all of you. Meow.
Whoa, Susie, why you gotta be like that?
Because I can't be like that. Meow. Okay, everybody. Welcome to Tea and Tolkien Thursdays, the podcast that celebrates everything Tolkien related.
Yay!
Oh. And not only do we celebrate everything Tolkien, we also talk about the exciting world of science fiction and fantasy. Okay, so let's talk about what's going on right now and the exciting world of Tolkien.
What's so exciting about it?
Wait, before we get to today's subject, let's go over what we know so far. One, Step 1. There will be a Tolkien anthology series on Amazon Prime. Yes! Step 2. It will be significant. Double yes! Step 3, though? What's step 3? Step 3, it only takes place during the Second Age. That's it? The Second Age? Yeah. They're not even going to touch Peter Jackson's works. They probably don't need to touch Peter Jackson's works. I will kill anybody who does. Meow. Meow. You mean meow. 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 Wow. That's pretty mean. I am so sick and tired of everybody stepping on Peter Jackson's interpretation of The Hobbit. Okay? Meow. I will rip you to pieces. Meow, meow, meow. Wow. You just meowing on everybody today. Yeah. And you want to know else what I want to meow on? What? Everybody who's like, Peter Jackson's version of The Hobbit sucks. Well, guess what? If you think it sucks, well, and you even think the cartoon is better, I appeal to you. Ah! You will watch it, and you will appreciate it. I command you.
Huh. Well, at least you ain't sounding like you know who.
Where he says, Thursday. Blah. It's all about my idiotic brother Thor. Well, what do I get? Huh? What does he get? An 8-legged baby horse? A snake baby? A wolf baby? And a half-zombie baby? Okay. I'll just stay at home and play with my baby monsters. While Thor goes off and be a complete idiot and hang out with his idiotic friends and those annoying Avengers. Wow.
What? What are you talking about?
I say, first of all, that's a spot-on imitation of Loki.
Yep. And second of all, speaking of which, we're gonna be talking about...
About who?
It's time to talk about today's subject, which is all the things that happen in Middle-earth.
Okay, we already know we're getting a Tolkien anthology series, okay? It's not up for debate.
But, the second thing we're here to talk about is...
Is what?
Yeah.
Let's see. This past Tuesday, we celebrated the 49th birthday of one Sean Astin. Well, you can already guess who he plays on the Tolkien movies.
Yeah, he was Sam. And I am sick and tired of everybody stepping on Peter Jackson's version of Lord of the Rings, which I'm sorry, Return of the King won every Oscar it was nominated in. So there you go.
Yeah, and then Ralph Bakshi's version of Sam. Oh, give me a break. Yeah, he made Sam look so stupid in that movie. I wanted to punch someone in the face. Arr! Wow, you just want to punch everybody in the face today. I know. Like, stop messing with our favorite hobbit. Jeez. Man, that's pretty tough. Uh-huh. So, here's what we have. Wait, now everybody's talking about look, we're getting our anthology event on Amazon Prime. It all has to deal with the Second Age, which wasn't fully discussed in the official Tolkien works.
Except, though, for when we had the Unfinished Tales.
And, the Silmarillion, unfortunately, is still off limits, so there's nothing we can do about that. But
Silmarillion is basically First Age stuff.
Yeah, we can't do anything about that.
Okay. The Second Age, though.
Yeah.
They got some characters in there.
Look, we already talked about 15 actors who are slowly making their way into the Tolkien universe.
Can we just call it the Tolkien Cinematic Universe?
Yep.
It's just like the Marvel Cinematic Universe is making its way to Disney Plus now.
Yep. And when we get to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we're also going to be talking about
not just the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And, well, now speaking of which, there are rumors that Marvel could get their hands on DC.
Maybe for a major crossover.
Oh, crossover?
You know, a crossover. Like when they all get together.
Ooh, can we do it like Clash of the Titans?
Oh, no. That would be a little too intense. Even though they are making references to each other's stuff, I don't think DC and Marvel should ever merge. I don't think they're going to merge. Okay, DC has their own version, and then Marvel has its own version. So the merging is not going to happen. Okay, we're just gonna set that record straight about that.
Well, okay, assuming that everybody is a bit burned out by the story about Frodo, Sam, Merry, Pippin, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli,
and Gandalf.
Well,
yeah, everybody wants to know whatever happened to the rest of the Fellowship and their allies.
But instead of talking about them, making it all about them, we need to figure out some new characters. And
because,
it's like what we said before. Were there any good orcs?
Yeah, and there's also, there are also innocent people from the Haradrim, the Harad region. Yep, and then we have the Easterlings and the Southrons. I'm like, when are we going to hear from them? When are they going to tell us their stories? It can't be all about the kingdom in the north.
Yeah. And it can't be about them.
Okay, so let's pretend that we are going to make an anthology series about the lesser known peoples of Middle Earth.
Okay, what about when they went back to Moria, kicked all the orcs out?
Well, a lot of the orcs would be dead already.
Yeah.
And the next time they went to Moria, the dwarves went back to Moria, they succeeded.
Yeah. And of course, they killed all the monsters.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Balrog's already gone because Gandalf killed it.
Yep.
And I am still sick and tired of that ugly lion face, tallest butterfly thing. I mean, ew, gross, disgusting. I don't know what Ralph Bakshi was thinking creating that Balrog sequence.
Yeah, and then of course, the part where Galadriel's laughing as she talks about the getting her hands on that wrong ring. Excuse me, that was pretty dumb. I prefer Kate Blanchett's version.
Yeah, Kate Blanchett literally talking about, I'm going to get the one ring, and you will set up a queen, and I will not be dark, but beautiful, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, really?
And do you want to know what happened after that?
What?
2 words. Thor Ragnarok. Thor Ragnarok? Oh, yeah! She played the evil Hela. That's what happens when that evil Galadriel got her hands on that freaking one ring. You know what? She did take the ring from Frodo after all. 'Cause she went hella bad.
Yeah! Come on now. She went hella bad, and I am scared of her. We should all be scared of her.
Wow, that's funny. I wonder where Loki went. Oh, he'll be coming. Okay, so back to what we were saying. Now, let's imagine ourselves as the writers sitting around the table. And what about Tori and Kiana? Tori and Kiana will help us. Oh, did you say us? Yep. Now, let's all get in a circle. We're going to imagine ourselves talking about what should we write about in our 4th Age expansion series. Okay. So, while we're talking about that, it's going to be about what? Here it is. We're going to be talking about what we should put in the series, such as
okay, so we already talked about the forgotten peoples of Middle Earth,
the ones that Tolkien's works have conveniently left out.
Okay, like, did anybody go back up to the Lost Kingdoms and try to recolonize them?
Yep. We need to talk about that too.
And did anybody try to rebuild all the places that Sauron had destroyed?
Yeah.
And
as I was saying, once upon a time, we should have a multi-generational story about one family surviving the events of The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I mean, we already had that from Bilbo and Frodo, and then we have Aragorn, and then we have Legolas and Gimli.
Yeah, but we're going to make up a new generation. They did not go with the Fellowship. They were not with the dwarves. So they decided to stay at home. And yet they witnessed the events. Like, let's just say they all lived in some area that got attacked by Sauron, and they watched as the brave warriors tried to stop them.
Wait, so we're talking the Battle of the Pelennor Fields?
Okay. Let's talk the Battle of the Pelennor Fields.
Yeah. So, when we're talking about that,
how did the family react? Like, how would they actually feel about this Aragorn dude showing up, claiming to be king? Even though they probably looked out the window and saw him fighting for his land. The land that he was supposed to rule over.
Oh, yeah. About that.
Yeah. So we're going to get a multi-generational family that could begin with the Battle of the Pelennor Fields. Like, how did they survive that?
Like, have the dad go off to war and the rest of the family going about their business,
yet awaiting news from the front.
And then, of course, the dad shows up, he's fine, and yet he starts talking about Aragorn.
And they have their doubts. Like, is Aragorn going to be good enough?
Yep. And so they survived that.
And then, of course, life goes on. Sauron's defeated. And now Aragorn has to work on rebuilding the kingdom.
Yep. And then what about a family in Rohan? How did they survive?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. We can't make them royalty or anything like that. That would be dumb.
Okay. Oh, and there's another thing we should talk about.
Oh, yeah. So, we got our anthology. We got the multi-generational story.
And
we got stories about the forgotten people.
Yeah, and how it must have felt to be defeated in the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So, yeah, we can let them have their hobbits and dwarves and elves. Let's stay true to humans.
Yep. And there's that. Okay, folks, it's time for some gossip.
All right, gossip. So, there was this rumor about DC and Marvel merging,
but it could be one giant crossover event. But DC is DC and Marvel is Marvel, and
we can't let the twain mix.
Even though there have been references to them in the others' comics.
Yeah. And then, of course, on the Avengers Assemble cartoon, they've had a group of people called the Squadron Supreme who basically are like the Justice League.
But they're all jerks.
Yeah, I hate those guys. Ooh, look at us. We're so awesome. We should be the stars. Fag.
I'm pretty sure the real Justice League would not appreciate that. And they will probably beat the crap out of those imitators.
Yeah. And of course, I'm pretty sure that DC has their own version of the Avengers. So what would they call it?
Well, I say we call them the,
wait, what are you doing?
I'm going to my phone and I'm going to write,
so DC version of
Avengers. Here we go.
So what would they call the Avengers?
Look, okay, so as far as we know,
what?
The Justice League is DC and the Avengers are from Marvel.
But, wait a minute. So they all have a...
You gotta ask yourself. If Marvel can have their version of the Justice League, the Justice League could probably have their own version of
what?
Of
the Avengers?
Yeah. So, plus there are characters that Marvel stole from DC and DC stole from Marvel.
Thieves.
Wait. Before we call them thieves, we gotta study. We gotta study. Look, we gotta study what is Marvel and what's DC.
Bro, maybe you should go and look up. So, have they ever teamed up?
Oh, they've done it. They've teamed up in the comics.
But when are they going to team up in the movies?
Yeah, that's what we want to see. That's the next thing we need to see. We need to see...
Maybe we should write a movie about how they all meet.
Yeah, like, let's have Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne. Let's have them talk about how rich they are.
Yeah, well, going to fancy McDonald's and ordering a large McLobster and a side of McShrimp and a large glass of McWine. Of course,
Black Panther will probably come by and join them.
Whoop whoop. Yeah, so he's gonna come along and join them.
Yep, and
so, and then of course Superman meets Captain America, Wonder Woman meets Black Widow and Thor. And then, of course, how about we have the Flash and Spider-Man meeting? Yep. And then, of course, the Flash challenges Quicksilver to a race. Whoa. I mean, this is some good stuff. Here we go. Wait a minute. How about what if we pit the Justice League against Thanos? I'm pretty sure Thanos should probably be quaking in his boots. Yeah, quaking in his boots. He'd be like, oh no, these guys are too tough. Of course, Thanos thinks, ha 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 ha. I'm going to get the Infinity Stones. I'm going to put them on my gauntlet, snap my fingers, and everybody goes bye-bye. And then, of course, Iron Man's like, oh no. Not on my watch. So he decided, great, there's already a whole bunch of us. It's like, yeah, but I don't think that's enough. We're going to have to call some friends. So he picks up the phone, calls the Justice League. He's like, hey, can you guys lend us a hand? And they're like, what? There's this guy called Thanos, and he's trying to kill everybody in the universe. And then, of course, Superman's like, what? Is this guy messing with you? Oh, okay, I'll call off the team. And so they all show up. And then Captain Marvel shows up saying, all right, whose butt am I kicking? He's like, his. It's like, oh, wait a minute. So you went and called for help too? He said, well, I called for help. And then Captain Marvel says, okay, so who'd you call? The Justice League. Wow. There's a whole bunch of them. Well, you can help too. Yeah. But I think we need more people. It's like, well, we got everybody here. What else do you want? Well, we can call the X-Men. The X-Men aren't here yet. Okay, what about the Fantastic Four? Oh, yeah, we haven't heard from them yet. Blast it, copyright. Oh, well, I'll just stick around here. So, how about we all charge at Thanos while the rest of us and our Justice League go a few rounds with Thanos. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Look, you're right. It's like, okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go put my suit on. Let's take Thanos for a few rounds. And I don't mean drinks, too. And so, the Avengers and the Justice League all got together and beat up Thanos. Yay! And then they beat up Darkseid and his stupid brother Steppenwolf. Yay! Yes! And then Aquaman got mad at Namor because Namor started making fun of us. Like, ooh, look at that stupid outfit. It's like, oh yeah, well, I was played by Jason Momoa. And everybody thinks I'm awesome. And look at you. You don't even got your movie yet. You don't have an actor who has a rockin' hard body. And you don't have cool powers, and you don't have explosions, and you certainly don't have a red-haired babe. Ooh, oh my gosh. And then Namor cries, no one likes me. And then Hawkeye says, I feel bad for you, but oh wait, I'm getting my own show. Yay! Sorry, Namor. You're gonna have to wait until never. Arrgh! Making Namor the secondary bad guy that the Avengers have to deal with. And that's all. Okay, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into this podcast. Yeah, tuning into this beautiful podcast. From, I don't know how we went from Tolkien to talking comic books, but hey, we celebrate other fandoms, unless it's Harry Potter. You want Harry Potter? Go find another podcast. Okay, everybody. Oh, great. Here he comes. Oh, look at that. Everybody's talking about the Avengers. And left me out! Ooh, crap. Loki. Yeah, aren't you getting your own show? Oh, I went to my show. And if you guys do not talk about my new show on your little podcast, I will burn your studio to the ground. Ooh.
Oh, great. That's just weird. Well, I wouldn't be talking, Loki. It's bad after all. What if you were responsible for the next Thanos? And his name is King the Conqueror.
Kang the Conqueror. I don't know who he is, but I will find him. I will break his neck before he even comes on your screens. There will be no more Thanoses, because I will hunt down every bad guy I see and tear them apart.
Uh-oh.
Looks like something's amiss.
Or it could be our missus.
Yeah.
Okay, as I was saying before, thank you all for tuning into this wonderful podcast.
Yeah. And if you want, please post in the comments how you would feel about a Marvel versus DC crossover,
And what you would like to have in a hypothetical Tolkien-inspired movie or TV show. Okay, everybody. Now, you know who I am, and you know what this is about. And I own this podcast, and this podcast is over, so meow. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Me